Welcome to today's Ukraine war update for July 19, 2026. Russia has hit Kyiv with what President Zelensky calls one of the largest ballistic missile attacks of the entire war. Beginning around 1:30 in the morning and lasting barely an hour, Russia fired more than 40 missiles at Ukraine, 25 of them ballistic, and 10 of them Zircon hypersonics, alongside 125 attack drones. Almost all of it was aimed at the capital. Fires broke out across 6 districts of Kyiv. Residential blocks, a dormitory, a supermarket, warehouses and offices were damaged, and rescuers pulled 4 people from a burning 5-story building. A factory making body armor for Ukrainian soldiers was destroyed. And yet the toll was far lower than it might have been: 1 person killed and 17 wounded, because Ukraine's air defenses held unusually well, downing 108 drones and 17 of the missiles. That interception rate is itself a signal. After weeks in which ballistic missiles sailed through almost untouched, Kyiv appears to have interceptors again. The night's cruellest loss came further south. In the Odesa region, a Russian missile struck a seaside recreation park, killing a 16-year-old boy and wounding around a dozen people, one of them a child of 2. Russia's own losses ran on: 1,520 soldiers in a day and 92 artillery systems, the second staggering artillery day in a row, after 85 the day before. Whatever else is happening, Russia's guns are being destroyed faster than at almost any point this summer. And Ukraine answered in the dark. Overnight, its unmanned systems forces struck 13 electrical substations across occupied Crimea, including the Darsan substation above Yalta, which caught fire around 2 in the morning. Yalta went completely black. Outages and interruptions followed in Simferopol, Sevastopol, Feodosia, Kerch and beyond, and the Kerch bridge was closed after explosions. It is part of a systematic campaign Ukraine calls the Crimean switch-off. 96 electrical nodes hit, since the start of July, on a peninsula of 2.5 million people already short of fuel. At sea, the same units struck 4 more vessels, bringing their tally to 172 ships in 13 days. In Kyiv's politics, nothing has been settled. Ukraine still has no confirmed defense minister, and now it may not get one for a month, because Parliament has risen for recess until the 18th of August. Zelensky spent a third straight day meeting his senior commanders, and has called a special session of the Supreme Commander-in-Chief Staff. Out on the streets, the protests have not faded. This weekend's rallies were among the largest in years, and the chant has changed from "Bring Fedorov back" to "Sersky out." Zelensky has dismissed no one and reinstated no one. On the front line, 249 clashes were recorded, with Pokrovsk again the busiest at 33 assaults, followed by Sloviansk and Kostyantynivka. Russia dropped more than 300 guided bombs in a single day. Russian bloggers are still claiming ground around Dobropilya, north of Pokrovsk, and those claims are still, as of today, unconfirmed. That wraps up today's update. If you found this useful, press the like button and subscribe in order to support this channel. Stay informed, stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.